Today's Our Daily Bread is titled Mercy and Our Mess. And the verse comes from Jonah 2, verse 1. And it reads, "From inside the fish, Jonah prayed to the Lord his God." During Sunday school, my patience with 3-year-old Peter was wearing thin. He was unhappy, unkind to the other kids, and absolutely refused to be content. Even when we offered him the most coveted toys, my pity turned to annoyance. If he stubbornly persisted in being difficult, then fine. I'd send him back to his parents and he would miss out on all the fun. Too often I find my compassion has conditions. If someone ignores my advice or refuses my help, then they don't deserve it anymore. Fortunately, God doesn't act that way towards us. The prophet Jonah experienced his great mercy after a time of stubborn disobedience, when God commanded him to travel and preach to Nineveh, Jonah 1:2. Defiantly choosing the opposite direction, Jonah was caught in a terrible storm, set adrift at sea, and then swallowed by a great fish. A self-made disaster. When Jonah finally prayed to the Lord his God, God was still listening to him, ready to forgive his reluctant prophet. Jonah was delivered from the fish and graciously given a second chance to go to Nineveh. In little Peter's case, a trip to the playground consoled him, a brilliant idea by a helper with more patience than I had shown. How beautiful is mercy that continually seeks us out, even in the middle of our own mess. Why do you sometimes struggle to offer mercy to others? When have you seen God's love seek out even the most difficult recipients? Dear Jesus, thank you for loving me with such long-suffering love. Teach me, please, to do the same. The prophet Jonah behaves the opposite of how we'd expect a prophet to act. He runs away from God's call, Jonah 1:3, and resents and sulks at God's mercy. Even Jonah's prayer to God from a fish's belly reveals a lack of self-awareness. He criticizes Gentiles who cling to their idols while describing himself as offering God praise and sacrifices. Yet in the previous chapter, Gentiles seemingly swiftly repented and offered God's sacrifice, but it took Jonah longer to turn back to God. Through highlighting Jonah's flaws, the book emphasizes both the danger of spiritual pride and the wideness of God's mercy. God hears and responds to anyone who sincerely cries out to him, whether that's someone others see as a pagan or a self-righteous, rebellious prophet. Why do you sometimes struggle to offer mercy to others? Is it because of your pride? Is it because you think they just don't deserve it? Is it because you emotionally can't do it? Give it to God and ask him to help you. And when have you seen God's love seek out even the most difficult recipients? Is it somebody you work with that you wouldn't want to get saved for some reason? That you think, nah, they should just go to hell? Why do you think that? Do you think it's fair that God reaches out to you, but not to them? These are the questions that we think about, or should think about, each day. So ask God to help you not only love yourself, but to love others as much as you love yourself and as much as you love God. Have a blessed day.